Hello and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the RDA. Gentlemen, it's been long. The international break is over. Then we're going to be playing every 3 days from now on. So that means no breaks from this club. So subscribe if you're new, smash a like. But the boys are back. And gentlemen, personally, before I ask you guys how you all spent your international break, how was it good for the mental well-being of United fans all around the world? I enjoyed it for once, I did miss the football. Did I miss United? No. Twitter's been dead. Everything's just been dead. It seems like the fan base is just demotivated and it feels empty. That's the word I've been using a lot ever since this whole fiasco with Oli has been occurring. It feels empty at the moment now. So that's just how I was. But international break, got no complaints. I enjoyed it. Played some games. Got my mind off United for a little bit. Wasn't on Twitter that much as well, so I was pretty happy. But yeah, how was yours? Starting with Malot, how was your little break from Manchester United?
And I can relate. I feel very refreshed right now. Yes, I know you can still go on Twitter and see the whole other stuff, the toxicity, but it's felt like we got away from United because as much as we want to see them play one, as much as we want Ole gone, it's gone to a point where it doesn't seem like he's going to leave. So you just want to get away from that because it just depresses you,
Yeah.
So yeah, but I feel very fresh right now.
That's good.
Good to go.
Clear.
Something's just been missing, of the international break.
You missed the depression, huh? You missed the lads. You missed them, huh?
The football just, completely missed them. My boys, they're right there on that whiteboard. Besides Herbert, obviously. I've missed them a lot. As much as they play volleyball, I've greatly still missed this club.
It is weird, yeah.
Yeah, it's good to be back. It's so good to be back.
Today, this is the first show I think we even all together, because I don't even know what was the last max reaction we've all been together, because obviously power outages and all of that, load shedding and stuff. But weirdly enough, like maybe for the whole hour before we started the show, I was just like, you know what? In a weird way, I do miss United. But I know I'm gonna get hurt, and I know I'm gonna get hurt the weekend anyways. Like when I watch them, I'll be like, fuck these guys. Yeah, exactly. I was like, fuck these guys. Go on an international break, and I can't take it anymore. But I think the break was definitely
and some
needed.
days make money.
Yeah.
Just love the stuff too much. We can't help ourselves.
Exactly. But like I said, I think what did help me is that I wasn't paying attention really to anything. I wasn't paying attention to news, anything like that. I was out. I was like, international. Okay, I'm gone. I'm also going on holiday with them. And speaking of which, we have a game. But before this game, gentlemen, Malot, I don't know if you touched this on your earlier shows throughout the international break, but Mr. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and some of the lads went on a little holiday, as well as us. So not only did we get a holiday, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Manchester United, and underperforming players decided it was a good time that let's all go on a holiday for 1 week. Let's not use this time crafting, trying to figure out the solution to the problems. No, let's all go to the beach. Let's all go just chill. Let's reset because everything's so bad now, and we'll come back and we'll just see what happens. And lots of things have been happening. Obviously, Ollie's favorites went to international break. Harry Maguire turned into prime Cristiano Ronaldo, scoring everything. Become England's top defensive goal scorer. So that's good. They did play proper pub teams, proper farmer teams, with all due respect to those nations, but they're proper. Not high quality things. So Maguire, I will get to you in a second. We're gonna get to you, but what do you guys have to say about that whole fiasco as well? That Ollie and the lads took a week off in a time of crisis instead of finding a solution to the problem.
Look, if you think about it, maybe it does make sense in the sense that, we've been trying things, it hasn't been working. So get away, maybe you'll come back refreshed, come up with good ideas. But, we know this club. We know that's why he wasn't. That's not the reason. They probably made him leave. They're like, let's just get out of the firing line. It's a bit hot right now. Let's go out, let it cool down, and you'll come back, And, they're just that determined to keep him in a job. And I don't know what to say. I'm with you now. I just give up.
Exactly. I mean, Football Manager 22 also came out the day Oli left. So, it might be he went home, back to Norway, load up for his Football Manager 22. Let's see what I can do here. And then he's going to come to training and be like, guys, Carricky, I learned that on Football Manager 22, you don't have to play a back five. Look at how I played the 4-2-3-1. It worked amazing, Carricky. I played Watford. We beat them 5-0 on Football Manager. So it's going to work this weekend. But Clay, What do you have to say about the players and Oli taking a week off in this time?
That's quite the ironic comparison because Watford are actually like a direct sponsor to FM, and United are the direct competitors to FM.
That's true.
So it's quite an direct comparison there. But yeah, it's unacceptable. The behavior that is like, why would you not put in the extra work?
Sums up
You
United,
want the
really,
squad. Yeah, you want the squad to win. You work on the shit. You don't go on holiday. What the hell? As much as players need a mental reset, if you think players are underperforming, you make them graft. You go hard on players. That's how they're supposed to be. They are professionals at the end of the day. And if you're just going to treat them as outcasts and let them do whatever the hell they want, they're only going to lose more respect for you. And that's just the reality of the situation. And I think it's going to turn more and more and more toxic. I don't know if you saw the quotes from Luke Shaw, but I assume you did.
I did.
And Daphne also did, yeah?
Yeah, but you can say
it.
Yeah, so he said something along the lines of Donny van de Beek has been amazing in training, he's got an amazing attitude, and he hasn't been picked that much, and he really wants to be here at the club, and it's just really unfortunate he hasn't got his chances.
He said you can understand if Donny comes in sad or depressed. Well, not depressed.
Yeah.
It's just sad and grumpy on training days because it's just like, if you're Donny,
Yeah.
you can understand.
He still made it sound like he's given 110%. Yeah. It's just going to create more and more of that atmosphere if you're not willing to put in the damn work. You yourself, as a manager, going away on international break, when you have so many players that still aren't in the international squad, like,
that's the
don't
thing.
understand.
Like, majority of those players who went away as well, they're not Ollie's first teamers, you know? Donny's, Sancho's, Taylor's, Delos, you know, they're not Ollie's first teamers. Or Martial's even, Lerngards, they're not Ollie's first teamers. They're not his favourites. They don't even really need a break. If there's anyone you should be actually training with and actually looking, like, you know, let me see how I can use Donny, how I can use Sancho, let me see how I can use all these players. Ollie's like, no, let's all go.
I'm going to go back home.
Exactly. Let's all go on holiday. So I think it is disgusting.
Like
And I think
I said-
what we're seeing now is just from everyone. This club is in a mess. It's in a mess from top to bottom now. No one is on the same page. You got Maguire shushing people, putting his fingers in his ears, knee sliding against farmers. We got Luke Shaw talking about Donny, players going on holiday. You know, Ronaldo just saying, I'm doing my thing, you know, and now he's out, you know, he has to play playoffs of the World Cup. It's not good. It's not good at United at the moment. And, you know, I think we could slip up against this Watford game coming up, but you know how we are.
Definitely. Look, as much as we might say a lot about Oli, but I don't think he's the type to want to just take a break. He'll keep working at the bad tactics, you know, but he'll keep grinding because, you know, it's just how he is. I honestly think he was told to take this break.
Yeah,
Because
no, I
we
think the
see-
club have to approve that. Like, Oli can't just be like, let's just go away. You know, the club have to be like, okay, you guys, go, leave. We don't want you.
I don't even think he asked. I think he was told, go.
Yeah.
It's better for the climax at the moment, you know. And when you come back, you know, it's better, you know. They do those type of things. We see them with how they post PR news. So I think it's all in the same line here.
I think it's a case of like everybody who didn't go on holiday was playing football. They're grinding it out with their international managers. They're putting in 110%, and then these guys are half-arsing it. You know how pissed off I'm gonna be if I'm Bruno. I just put in 180 minutes over Portugal over the past week,
And now
this lazy ass just came back from a holiday. I'm gonna be pissed mentally.
Yeah.
It's only going to create more of a divide. I understand that like you need like a mental reset, and it's probably better to do that at times. But the coach just straight up leaving for almost the entirety of the international break. I believe he only came back like 3 days ago.
We came back
Not
on
even.
Monday, I think. Oli came back on Tuesday. I didn't think he was spotted on Monday, so.
Exactly. So 2-3 days ago, he only came back now.
2 days ago, actually. I went. Yeah.
He literally went on holiday with the entirety of the squad for a weekend of it. It's absolutely ridiculous that you can do that when everyone else that's in that international team is grinding it out 24/7. You can't allow that at a club that's meant to be challenging for titles. I understand if we're a mid-table team and we want our players, like, yeah, it's fine, leave it. We're trying to push our players. We're trying to be the best of the best right now. And going on holiday during an international break where half the players are gone is just not good enough. That's not the level of Manchester United.
Yeah. I also want to ask you guys 2 more questions before we get into this. About what is, evidently, which is a very important Watford game now. You know, I never thought I would say those words in my life, but evidently it is an important Watford game now. But one, Do you think they've made a decision? Because there has been talk saying that, you know what, Ollie's a dead man walking. We all know this. As fans, we know he's a dead man walking.
Yeah.
Whether the board knows that, we don't know. But it does seem like if United get a manager on their hands, Ollie could be gone. Like if Poch was here, Ollie was probably gone. You know, like that. If Brendan Rodgers was managing, Ollie was gone. You know, they need another puppet. So that's the one thing. Do you guys think that, you know, Ollie is a dead man walking, and as soon as another competent puppet for the Glazers comes, you know, available, that Ollie's gone? And two, what does this leave our season to be? Like, is our season over now? Like, what is the point for the rest of the season under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer?
I just think this club is confused. I think there's no plan. I think it's just everything's on fire at the moment. They just don't know how to put two and two together, and it's just a mess, honestly. And I think, Brendan Rodgers denied the links to him.
Oh,
Of course,
I would
we say
expect him to do that.
yeah. Honestly, I think maybe Pochettino is the one manager that if he was available to be like, goodbye, Ole, we're moving for him, because it seems like they really want him. But beside that, I think they're prepared to take it as far as they can. They're gonna push it as to a point where it's like, okay, we don't have a choice. Us fans feel like we're there already, but then clearly they think they can keep pushing it. And yeah, I can't get behind him and get fired anymore, because I have to this point, and like he's still here. So I've just resigned to the idea that this man is here for him.
He's unsackable.
You know.
And then what do you think? What do you think is the objective for the season? How are you feeling? Are you feeling like you don't care anymore? Like whatever happens this season for United happens. Like whether we finish top 4, get a trophy, whatever happens just happens. Because I'm kind of like that person. I'm just like, you know what? If we get top 4, we get it. If we don't, the club will just burn down even more. Ollie will definitely be gone then. And if we do win trophies, happy days. You know, I'm not gonna complain. None of us will complain if we win things. So I don't know.
Yeah, look. For me, it's not about the football anymore. For me. Again, it's about the football because I want to watch United, so that's cool. I guess I'll get that. But for me, my number one goal of the season is the day when I get sacked.
That's our objective.
It.
That's our objective.
Come that day, we'll talk about, where we go forward. But from now to then, just watch United and then wait until I get sacked. Because what else can we do as fans?
Okay. Clear. Dead man walking and objective.
I kind of am inclined to believe these Brendan Rodgers talks right now, and I think that at the end of the season it's just done for Ollie. I feel like, especially if he keeps his current trend, I see no reason why the club feels to talk to someone like Brendan Rodgers and actually like get him to the point where he's like ready to agree to start the next season. So if those talks are legit, which I kind of think they are, just out of the sheer volume of it, I think Ollie is kind of done at the end of the season, regardless. So it's just a matter of if the results stay poor right now, then we have to maybe force our hands and get an interim, which I've heard is not ideal for us. But we have a decent interim. I can't remember his name, the German guy, Ralf Rangnick, I think. Yeah. He seems like a decent interim, but he wants to be part of the board, and then that's going to create some other issues. So United aren't going to make that move. So logically, I think he's got to the end of the season, unless he pulls off a miracle, wins the Champions League, somehow finishes like second, third. He pulls off a proper Ollie miracle. I think he's gone end of season. Genuinely, you need some serious honors.
He needs to win the Champions League or the Premier League to somehow turn this. That's it. That's the only way he turns it around. That's the only way, and he's never gonna do that. So.
I wondered to myself, does this club themselves have objectives? Because we've always believed that the objective is top 4, but is it that?
Profit.
Or if it is that, do they plan in line with that, with those objectives? Because you feel like they'll look at the league now and be like, are we going to make...
The thing is, the board will probably be thinking, Ollie's bad, but he's probably not bad enough to not get top 4, Well, the team is definitely not bad enough to not get top 4.
They're probably just crossing their fingers. They're like, let's just hope he makes top 4.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're hoping. We are Hope United. That's what we are. We are Hope United. The board are shitting themselves. I'm telling you now, everyone, even all the journalists will tell you that if it was up to this board, they would stick to Ollie till death. They will stick with him. They don't want to get rid of Ollie. He is the perfect manager for United. He divides the fan base. He protects, the Glazers. No one's gonna shout at him really until things get really bad, which I think it will get to now. I think it will get to the stage now. It's just like it's gonna get bad, and I think personally, I don't know about you guys, but this feels the worst it's ever been. Whether it was Van Gaal, whether it's Moyes, whether it's Mourinho. This feels bad because two things can happen. You could have rescued the season if Oli was gone. They clearly don't want to do that. You could go in the middle and just like half-ass it so it won't go too bad, and it won't be that good either. Or it's gonna go really bad, and Oli's gonna last till the end of the season. He's not gonna get top four. People like Donny, Pogba, Taylor, Martial, Lingard, Dino, they all leave, and then it's like now we are in trouble. Then it's like a proper 6-year reset again and again and again. So I think one of those three things will happen. But yeah, like I said, well, if we lose this to Watford, it just piles up on the pressure. But is he gonna lose to Watford? I don't know. Claudio Ranieri is obviously their coach now. Is he a better coach than Oli? Of course he is. But does Watford have Cristiano Ronaldo? They don't. They have Josh King, who's on Ronaldo form, to be honest with you. But yeah, you wouldn't expect to lose this game, is what I'm saying. Never say never with United, but this is a game where Ollie's probably like, I don't care how we did, this has to be 3 points, and then at least I got myself some breathing room. If we win this game, maybe some of the old Ollie sexuals will be like, you know what, if I jump board now, like, yeah, maybe we just jumped it a bit too late, City, Liverpool, they're hard games, it'll be a Watford, he's got easy games now, we'll go get some results, I'm Ollie in again, it's like, oh, we're just stuck in the cycle.
Watford and Chelsea, isn't it?
Watford, Chelsea, Arsenal, I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Let me check, double check. Matches.
And then it gets really easy.
So it's Watford, Villarreal, Chelsea, Arsenal. And then it gets pretty easy.
Then it gets
Palace, Young Boys, Norwich, Brentford, Brighton, Newcastle.
Yeah, that's the run Ollie needs to properly send on it.
Yeah. But, interesting. Yeah, you can say something more before I go into the Watford game.
It feels like we've been here before, I feel like Watford is
we have,
Spurs all over.
probably like 3 times on this channel.
And we probably just have too much for Watford. I just don't see how Watford can make something happen here. Not because of Ole, just because of too much talent. But then we'll lose to Chelsea,
There we go.
And
probably lose to Arsenal as well, so we'll just that's what I'm saying, logically speaking, I'm going to tell you this now because we're going to get into the Watford game, but I was going to start it off by saying Watford and United, it's not as different as you think it would be. One is a relegation team right now. I'm looking at the table. Watford are sitting 17th. United are currently sitting 6th. We have 17 points. Watford have 10 points. However, in the last 5 Premier League games, both Manchester United and Watford have only won 1 of the last 5 games. Won 1 of the last 5
relegation
games.
form.
We
already knew that.
And the relegation form. And it's not even a joke. It's not a piss take. It's not just for the bands. No. It is a reality that United, at the moment, are in relegation form. We are matched with Watford and probably like Norwich. Because we were in the relegation thing when I think they showed the last 5 games. Because, yeah. So it's a mess, gentlemen. How do you guys think this game is going to go? Because we have won 1 game in the last 5 in the league. We'll get even if we get the dub against Watford, you're probably not going to beat Chelsea. You're probably not going to beat Arsenal. So that's 1 win, 2 wins. And what's that? 5, 6, 7, 8 games. Yo, guys, that's sacked. That should be sacked. I don't understand it. So what do you guys think is going to happen in this Watford game? Hello, so starting with you. New manager as well.
That's Miranda. Oh, he's the
Next month.
Injured.
No chance.
Pogba injured. I think Cavani's still injured. So.
No, both Cavani.
So we'll probably consider goal then, because Varane won't be here. But besides that, I think these players are going to turn up. I think Ronaldo's going to do his thing. Bruno's going to do his thing. Mason might score a screamer. And in that sense, I guess we might look convincing. We'll never play good team football because we just can't do that. But I think we're going to just brush these guys aside. I think that's what's going to happen here. And as you said, the Oli sectors are going to be back on the Oli camp.
Okay. How do you think this is going to go down? Obviously, new manager, like I said, for Watford, a little bit more different under Claudio.
I think Watford have every possibility of beating us. I genuinely do. Logically speaking, should not even be having this conversation. I understand that. We have more than enough quality.
I'm pretty sure we've said this the last 100 previews.
Yes, literally, except for the City game, okay?
Yeah,
it's the only time where logic can be defied right now. Logic right now is that Watford have the exact tools they need to beat us. They have pacey, strong counter-attack players that are in really, really good form right now. With a new manager bounce, I think this is a very red flag game that could go sideways very quickly. So, as much as I think we have the quality to do something going forward, I think Ben Foster could have a day. I think he has every possibility of it. He's got a good goalkeeper in him. And if we keep on playing this just shoot from wherever the hell you feel like kind of strategy, I know damn well this guy's going to get about 8 saves. So, I just don't back it right now. I'm just very negative about us going forward. But logically, we should be winning this game. It should be no issue. But Watford play the direct way where we're going to get punished. Especially
I think both of them, like what Moloto said, if what Moloto said happens, we just brush them aside. I'm like, I won't be surprised. I'm like, and it'll probably be because of our individual brilliance that we dump Watford 3-0. It won't be good. It probably won't be like, we were we were the dominant team. It would be like on the score sheet, we destroyed them because we got Ronaldo and we just overall our quality is better. But if we also slip up, I'll be like, you know what? It's also no surprise because we know that that's just how United is under Oli. It's just not consistent. And the thing is now, we always said Oli, he finds this result when he needs it the most. But I'm just wondering now, because we always say we expect the players to turn up this game. The way the players have been talking, the way some of them are feeling, I don't really know if I believe it anymore. I believed it until like maybe the Spurs game, and then after that I was just like, nah, these some of these players just, they don't look like in it. And there's big rumors that they're saying that Donny is in a very strong position to start against Watford. Don't hold your breath on it. Please don't hold you would probably die if you had to hold your breath on it. But yeah, what do you have to say about that, Malo?
I just think just to touch on the Watford games slightly, but I'll talk about the Donny thing. I just think the players who lead us, specifically Ronaldo and Bruno, are just too professional. Are just way too professional.
Ronaldo, I can say yes for sure.
Because I think Bruno as well. Because I think Bruno will always play for the team, no matter what's going. He's gonna work hard, And I think I don't know. I just feel like one of those games where Rashford was shining, And when's the last time we won a game like this? Because I mean we lost a game like this because we really lose from home. It was just Leicester last week. We really lose from home. 1, 2. We're away from home and we're playing a team of inferior quality, So I don't remember when last a game like this away from home where we slipped up. And I just think Bruno and Ronaldo is going to galvanize the attacking line. It's going to be way too much for Watford. I just don't see it happening another way,
Yeah.
And I can see Donny playing. Because logically speaking,
Okay,
yes, I know.
We can't take a bet on that, a friendly little bet there.
I'm not playing. But logically speaking, even Ole has to get to a point. He's like, I have to change something. Didn't he say something about changes in one of the interviews after Man City? I think I heard something like that.
I don't know, but he said this before. He's like, expect the boys to be ready. Come and win a title challenge in April, May. And I'm like, we're already out, okay? So you might as well just try something if you're gonna try something now. So.
What he did say, I remember, he said that after Man City, he said that the gulf between the big team and last is way too big, So just the fact that he admitted that, he must change something. Come on, he must change something.
Definitely.
I think if Oli changes anything, it's going to be Sancho, and I think that'll be it.
Sancho's probably still injured in all honesty.
He was training well.
Was he training now?
Yeah, he's got a
Hey, we put Sancho right wing back.
Even Ahmad, you should have seen Ahmad. I don't know if you guys. Side note, I seen it on TikTok. Ahmad's goal, I think it was in a under 23 game. Oh my word! But if you have time, go check it out.
Ahmad's too good for under 23.
It is so good. It is just so good. But yeah, anyways,
I think if he wants to put Donny in just to get the support from the fans, this is the perfect game to do it.
That's what you would do it for, mainly. I think that's the only reason all you do. You wouldn't be like, I'm gonna trust Donny. I'm gonna give him a chance. Like, you know what? If I play Donny, I won't have as much pressure on me. So I'm just gonna play him. And if we lose, it's even more reason for me not to play Donny now. Or if things go bad, it's even more reason for me not to play Donny. But yeah, I think we are still hoping for Donny. Tony. Oh, so the interesting thing about Tony, that's what I'm saying. This club's a mess. We got stories about it. We can go through the whole team, and we can have stories about every single player at Man United. So the thing with my boy Tony, his wife, and I think his wife's friend has been speaking. Remember that injury that Martial had? So Martial's wife, and I think that Martial's wife's friend came out and said, or wherever there might be a family member, said that Martial was never injured. He had food poisoning for a little bit, and that was it. Other than that, Martial's been working hard, he's been training hard, he's 100%. And she says it in a way where it's like, put some pressure on United and the club because it's their fault. It's not my husband's fault, you know. It's not his problem. Everything that's out there is lies. Because Martial's 100%. You should be playing, you know. So that's the story about Anthony Martial there. So
Yeah, look, I've always been convinced he likes Tony. I don't know him, to be honest. And he's a player he's always backed in the past, and a player who's always. Oh, I feel like when he plays to the middle, he's improved us with his work rate.
Tony is the glue. I won't have. Tony is the glue for all our front threes. No matter what my front three is, Tony is the glue to the front three. I always believe our best front three was Tony. Even when Cavani came, I feel like when Tony plays, things just click because it's brilliant. I would love to see Martial left, Ronaldo, Jadon Sancho. That for me is just that would be my front three because I believe in those guys and I just think, you know, like I said, there's something about Martial's style of play that it's just way better than what I get from Rashford, what I would get from a Paul Pogba and left wing and things like that. So I'm a big Tony simp, so everyone knows that.
It's change you can make, you know. Maybe, as you say, Ronaldo on the left, Tony from the middle, and you want to leave Rashford out, so Rashford on the right.
Hey, you know, I love Tony, but if Tony's gonna force now you see the levels I like. We got Tony, I love him very highly, but then we got Ronaldo. It's just like, you know, that if I had to play him in goalkeeper, I would even play Ronaldo goalkeeper. Just how it is. So I wouldn't compromise Ronaldo's position. He's the striker. I would not put him on the left wing.
Let's be real for a sec. We love Ronaldo, you know, and it's very clear that
we're not having
the
this
problem is
conversation.
not Ronaldo.
Okay.
The problem is not Ronaldo.
Okay. Yeah,
The problem is Ole. Not getting the best out of Ronaldo.
It is. He doesn't know how to do it.
But at the end of the day, his system does work better without Ronaldo.
Yeah, all his
That's what-
system works better without Ronaldo. Yeah, there's no choice about it because he needs people who just run blindlessly forward with pace so he can just long ball it and get on the counter.
Yep.
Like, that's the only reason it would work.
I
But
don't know. Could we not respect him a little bit more for actually having the balls to say, okay, Ronaldo, move aside because my tactic was better
Because
with
if
Tony.
it wasn't for Ronaldo, Oli was definitely sacked.
Yeah, we would have lost quite a few games without Ronaldo.
Yeah, without Ronaldo, we're in big trouble. we playing Thursday nights without Ronaldo. So no thank you.
Literally.
Yeah, no, I guess maybe try to play him in a 2 or move Ronaldo to the left, you know. I don't know. That's some change, you know. I would respect the initiative, even though I don't rate all of those.
I personally think that the Cavani-Ronaldo relationship
No, that was fantastic. Yeah.
And we could see a repeat of that depending on Cavani's fitness. Only God knows what's going on with Cavani and his fitness ability. So, hope for it, I guess, United fans. But Ronaldo, I understand all this negativity towards Ronaldo. It makes sense. The stats are there to show why that is lacking, especially with the pressing. It's a big discussion right now. But Ronaldo has single-handedly won and drawn us games at this current moment in time, and we are flaming him. I don't understand it.
The fans would be the problem. If you are saying to yourself, and you must look in the mirror, if you go say to yourself in the mirror that we are blaming Ronaldo, you are not serious. You're just not serious. You're not serious. Exactly. You're not serious. And that's what I think, you know, the weird thing is, you know, because just to go back to the Poch thing, everyone says, you know, Poch could get the sack. But, like, if you look at what Poch is doing, I believe he was 10 points clear, top of the table. He's already through to the next round. So I don't believe where this Poch pressure is coming from. You know, is it coming from the Messi thing? Because it's the same thing with Ronaldo then. Imagine if Oli was doing what Poch was doing with Messi, but he was still getting no results. It could be bad. It could be bad. So, like I said, and Oli definitely does not have the facilities to drop Ronaldo and get away with it. Yeah. He will get slaughtered.
Taken one all season, Poch, in the league so far.
But if you want it tactically, could we not get more out of Ronaldo in Ole's system from the left? Because the thing is with Ronaldo scores a lot. But then for a lot of the game, he's just standing there.
Yeah, if he can be like Rashford, he could literally just be like Rashford then, yeah, exactly.
You know?
Just stay up there, but he won't be able to just run from the wing.
We need a facilitator to play up front, though. That's the point of Jadon Sancho. That's why we wanted Jadon Sancho so damn badly, because he can facilitate Cristiano Ronaldo and actually utilize him and Rashford's goal scoring ability.
Even if Ronaldo didn't come, that's why I wanted
We play a creative player in that right wing slot.
We know this. Whoever plays at centre forward for United, they did.
That's one thing all they need to change. I swear right now, Sancho plays right wing one game. He's gonna get 2 assists.
I'm
Easily.
backing it up. I'm back. No, but we've been saying this. We said if Oli
simple.
plays Donny in the pivot instead of on a McFred, it is an instant improvement without no tactics.
Yeah.
Even, without no tactics, just and that's what I've said. I don't get it with Oli. He's got no tactics, but at least then play your best team.
World class players around
exactly.
to play these
You need
bullshit
individual brilliance, so you play just the best players in the
play
position.
the best players in
Exactly.
the positions, and they'll make something happen.
And
Okay.
that's why I think the only change
Make
this week for me would be Sancho coming in the right wing. I think that's it. But again, he loves Mason so much. That's the thing.
It's
He
not gonna
loves
happen,
Mason.
man.
He loves
You think
those
Sancho's left
inverted
winger?
wingers. Exactly.
He 100% thinks Sancho's a left wing. I will not hear it again. When Sancho came on the last game, he played right left wing.
Yeah,
I
he did,
don't
he
understand it. He's a left winger apparently to Ali, and he cannot create for shit.
With everything we've said here, I honestly think with Ole's system, Ronaldo on the left, Tony to the middle, and Sancho on the right might be our best front three.
I don't even
Because
need
I
it.
feel
I
like-
promise you he can keep Rashford as his favorite. Just drop Mason.
Yeah, but the thing is, Ole's system is basic, and Rashford's basic, so it's just a double dose of basic. At least.
Yeah, but the thing is, when you utilize 2 players that are going to be occupying defenders, it leaves space for the other to run into. So that's kind of the thing of it. They play off each other with that. I get where you're coming from, like maximize creativity, but I think just 1 or 2 creative outlets in Bruno and Sancho is enough for 2 strikers to play off of. You don't need Martial, Bruno, Sancho just for Ronaldo to score goals. Sancho and Bruno should be enough, even without putting Donny or Pogba into this discussion. We have enough facilitators to be scoring goals, but yet we play 3 strikers across our front 3
That's what we do.
and just
That's what
pray.
we do. Ollie's dream
Really?
front 3 will be
100%.
Cavani left wing, Ronaldo in the middle, and Rashford right wing. That's Ollie's front 3. That's it. I'm telling you now, if he had to pick a front 3, that would be his front 3. And it's a mad front 3 because they just what? Like what? You're playing 3 strikers all day. That's so.
I guess in that sense, Sancho does make sense, and he's cost 25 million, so he should be playing anyway.
And he's worth every damn penny, and we cannot get anything out of him because we playing him out of position constantly. I'm
Even when he comes
fed
on,
up.
he
Such a
doesn't
situation.
start games. That's the thing. Sancho
No.
doesn't even start. He'll get more minutes than Donny, but then again, he's getting like 15 minutes if anything to do something.
When you think about it, Ole is a very short-term manager in the way he thinks as well.
Yes,
Because
that's
doesn't
why we went
realize
out.
the fact that doesn't realize the fact that you need to give Sancho game time for him to come well. And if he has, let's say, 1 or 2 bad games, you keep with him because he needs that match fitness. So.
But then
That's
he'll
the thing.
keep Mason after having like 3 shit games in a row, and you won't drop him for Sancho and give him a chance, even though he's shown that he's done that in the past. It makes no sense. Ollie's double standards and his treatment of players absolutely disgusting.
But that's-
His man management is terrible. It's honestly close to Jose level at this rate.
But I must just say, I'm gonna make it upon myself now to educate people, whoever watches this, even if I educate one person. I'm past Oli. I'm past everything the players. You lot need to open your eyes and realize the people above Oli making decisions are the guys who need to take the blame. Because if we were any other football club, Oli was gone long time ago. We would have structure. We would have a know-it-all. We would know everything. We would be a football
Ragnick.
club. Exactly. We would have Ragnick right now as interim, and then you'd be our director of football, and then we'd probably get in someone like Ten Hag, and then everything will be 100%. But
Yeah.
you guys need to realize that for yourself. It's not Oli doesn't sack himself. And now that obviously it would be nice for Oli to resign. I said if he's a club legend, you do walk. But when you have 1.7 million, you're just waiting, they're cheering for you. You're gonna want.
I've seen him actually refuse to do so. I saw some youth say come out that said he that.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, it's just also just money. I would only be like, you don't have the balls to sack me. I'm just gonna cash it in. I'm gonna cash all my money. So this is how
Yeah.
it is. That's how United are. They're just a business. They're not the football club. So I'd implore all of you to just do some research, figure out why no matter what manager that has come in, exactly. No matter what manager we get in, no matter who we bring in with the players, why do we never succeed as a football club? The people above. That's the reason. And it's never going to change. I said it. Even when Ronaldo came here, I was like, we ain't going to win a trophy regardless because we're just not a football club. We just don't have it in us. And, obviously a better manager would definitely probably do well. And if you did get a high quality manager, you'd probably do well for the next 2 years. But after the 2 years, it's probably over again because people like Pogba leave, Donny walks, all those things happen, and the whole restructure is needed again, and we can't trust him. But anyways, I digress. The Watford game. Let's get into this team sheet. First of all, David De Gea in goal, got no complaints. Yeah, Dino wants to leave. It is what it is. The back four is going to be a back four and overrun. Never going to play Delo, never going to play Taylor. So that's Oddie's back four. Yeah, you guys got
I'll
any
play him
problems
by
with
off
that?
what happened.
He's definitely not playing by after what happened.
And the back three, the back four, the back five didn't work for one game. I didn't he change it in the middle of the
He
game?
had to
anyway,
change it,
so-
yeah, because he took by off.
Yeah, so I'm 100% convinced we're going back to this, and I don't see any other back five.
Yeah,
Simple.
that's just how it is. Then this is interesting because now Donny, let's see what happens this weekend. Donny's in the papers, he's everywhere on social media. Donny to start against Watford. I would love it. I'm never against Donny starting, but he's not starting. Let's be realistic. So
I
think
can
Fred
tell
will
you the
play.
big reason why they think that. It's because of the Brazilian national team. They only finished up their game last night, I think. So
Fred
Fred's
was on a
only
plane
playing
yesterday though.
today or only getting here this morning.
Oh.
So he's only going to have 1 day of training.
That's enough.
Yes.
We've seen him
Yeah,
do it the
so
Maguire.
that's what people are speculating that Donny could be playing, but otherwise there's no
Well, there's
chance.
that, and Scott had a
Fred gets
throat
their training,
infection.
it's fine.
He's probably
Oh.
cured by now. So.
Yeah, exactly. Even then, Scott's still going to play. We know what happens with Ali and Scott. Doesn't matter. This guy came back from surgery.
And O'Donnell might play, and he'll probably have a masterclass. But if you concede one goal, you go off at half time. So
Yes.
yeah, That's the
You
point.
cannot even lose the game if it goes down badly already. The
Exactly.
substitution is being made, I can tell. But now obviously no Pogba. Not like he could have played this game anyways. I think this would have been his last game for the suspension. But yeah, Pogba is injured as well now, so that's probably Pogba gone from United unless we get a new manager. Probably definitely gone. Suppose we don't even want to give him the contract anymore. Suppose we're okay with Paul Pogba walking out of the door casually, So yeah, it is what it is. Front three. Now this is gonna be up to you guys, because again, I've seen it all before. I've given him the what's the word?
Benefit of the doubt.
That's the word. I've given Ollie the benefit of the doubt with the Arnie's and the Sanchos. I don't have it anymore within me, so I'm fully expecting his classic front line with Rashford, Ronaldo, and my son Mason Greenwood, who does deserve to get dropped now, but he won't. You guys think that Sancho is gonna come in?
Yeah, no, I don't know. Give him benefit of the doubt again because I'm gullible like that, and
Well, he said to me.
I think if Sancho's fit, I think he starts this game alongside Rashi and Ronaldo.
No. It's simple as that. Sancho is a left winger. He is not starting if Rashford is fit. He is not starting. It's just as simple as that. Mason is somehow a right wing over Sancho being a right wing. So yeah, I fully agree with you. No doubt.
It's crazy because then Sancho, you spend 80 million on Sancho and he's behind Ronaldo, Mason, Rashford, Cavani, probably Lingard even. It's 5 plays. We don't even. Well, it's probably above Tony, but yeah, 5 plays. Jeez,
Like
it's late.
it's like I legit spent 73 million on a backup left wing.
He's been for 2
And
years.
he's not a left winger. That's the thing. He's not a left winger. He can play left winger, but
2 damn years. Oh,
yeah, we want to imagine 2 years, guys. Remember, we were probably there. We were probably there that summer, and the idea we didn't get Jadon Sancho. We were so sad. Probably we were like, this club's a mess. Glazers out. You see, we can never get things done. But now I'm like, even if I'm the most Glazers out ever, but I'll tell the Glazers right now, you do not give Ollie any more players. I refuse. I refuse to let Ollie ruin any more plays. He's ruining all my favorite plays. I love these plays, and he's just ruining them all. So I don't want Ollie to get any more plays.
He was supposed to complete the puzzle, I can imagine the biggest argument of Ole's sexual last season was we attack too much to one side. You bring Sancho in, we'll be complete. But Ole's so inept that Sancho came in and everything else went apart.
Yeah, but I think that's the team. You guys, like I said, you guys want to have any bold predictions? Donny or Sancho? Delo, Taylor,
No.
who knows? Tino, who knows? Ronaldo, you think that's the
I'll
team?
bet you 5 rand if Donny started.
I'll take it. I'll gladly give you the £5 if that is that's gladly.
You can sit and
I'll take
spectate
it.
the
Exactly. I'll gladly do that. But yeah, I actually hope you're right. I don't even want your £5 if I win. I want to give you the £5 if that is that. But yeah, I think that's it. But with regards to Watford, Josh King is on form, isn't he? He's
Ball's in form, Dennis is in form. It's not great, the country.
Foster's in form because he did save an over penalty as well.
Yeah.
Better coach than us. That's what I'm saying, you know. I wouldn't be surprised what happened. If we smashed them, we smashed them. Well, our version of smashing them, 3 amazing goals out of nowhere. And that's it. You know, skin of our teeth, they probably hit the post like twice or whatever, over the bar, all those things. But yeah, I think it'll be very interesting this weekend. But like I said, Josh King's on form. I wouldn't sleep too much on Watford. They're a relegation team, but they do have a new manager. Any manager that we play is probably better than Ollie, so they'll be better coached than us.
I don't think this is
Okay.
worst coach in the league, in all
There
honesty.
isn't. I don't think they, because like all of them have been fired. They've all been fired. Steve Bruce.
Even then, I'm
Go on.
probably taking them over him.
I'm not. You are Steve Bruce. You are Steve Bruce.
Over Ollie right
We
now,
know.
yeah.
We know how you feel about Steve Bruce. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, I would take him over Ollie right now. It's bad,
I don't
okay?
want any United legend anywhere near this team.
Yeah, I don't want another one. I
No,
don't
Rooney-
want to ever do
Rooney's
this again.
coming. Rooney's coming after Derby.
We're not pulling a Chavi, I promise you. Barca may make it
That's the
work.
only-
We are
that's the
not.
only legend I take.
We are not.
I only take Zidane and Xavi. Those are the only 2 names I want to hear.
Barca knows how to do it. Barca knows how to teach coaching. We do not. Okay.
This club could stoop so low that they hired Rooney as caretaker. Like, I bet.
I believe it. You know, then I'm in a
Coming.
situation because I'm
He's
gonna be a
gonna
Rooney section. I want to be like, no, Rooney, don't do this. Don't do this. I want you to do well. I don't want you to fail like Ollie did. Okay.
It'll be Giggsy, I promise. Giggsy's
Yeah,
going to come
Giggsy, I
in.
don't have as much love as I do for Rooney, so it's fine. I'll throw Giggsy under the bus, no problem. But yeah, Rooney, yeah,
Exactly.
that'd be hard. Yo, can't do that.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if you guys saw, but Carrick's been linked to the Rangers job.
I did.
Or
I
the
did.
Celtic job. I can't remember which one it was.
Oh,
Whichever one that
it's
Steven Gerrard
Rangers,
left.
Yeah, Rangers.
Yeah, Carrick's been linked to the job apparently. Apparently,
I
one
wish
of
him
the
the
guys
best.
put in
I
a good
think-
word for him.
You know,
Yeah.
I think it'd be a big addition to Rangers.
I'm telling you, the way Carrick looks at
Yeah,
on
he
the
does
sidelines, I wouldn't be surprised if Carrick's like, you know what, I'm just gonna go anyways, because I'm bored here. Because that's what Carrick looks like. He just puts his earphones in and nods his head because he's listening to Spotify on his phone. He's just like, what are you doing? What is your purpose here, actually, Michael? You know, so yeah, maybe it's good. It's definitely good. Get them all out.
Take the lead,
Yeah,
Carrick.
take them all out. But yeah, anyways, gentlemen, who's feeling confident about this one? Huh?
I'll go first. I think it'll be our favorite scoreline, you know.
A very
They'll score
good
against
scoreline,
us.
okay.
Maybe we'll come back, you know, and then we'll have a third for, for the lols.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go 3-1 United.
Yeah, I can see that happen. I can see we go 1-0 down, we're like shit. Then it's like 1-1 halftime, we're like, oh my god. Then like the last 15 minutes we get 2 goals and we're like, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's our definition of smashing a team, so yeah, I can see that happening. Wait, where are we playing actually? That's a
We're playing away.
okay.
Yeah,
Because at
I
home,
think it's-
woof, I don't want to play at home anymore.
Yeah. Old
If we're at
Trafford.
home, I might have
would
predicted
get
a loss.
nightmares. Yeah.
Yeah, the Old Trafford.
Ah. Old Trafford's a big ass loss. I think we should have the quality to beat them, but I'm genuinely not going to be surprised at all if this is an upset. So I think we'll just stick with the classic. Let's go with a 2-1 for us.
Classic 2-1 to United.
We can't keep a clean sheet, either. You can't at the moment. So
Especially
yeah.
not for Ryan. So
let's get that.
I'm gonna have to add some spice here. I'm not gonna predict the United win.
Victory. That's all that we need to see. You know how it works.
Okay, yeah, let me do that. Because actually, I wouldn't mind us. At this point, I just want to lose all the games until Ollie's gone. That's how I feel about United. I don't even care anymore. Win the Champions League games,
Make it draw.
screw the league. I don't care about the league anymore. Just Champions League, I'll care a little bit because, my boy is there, but I don't care about the league. The league's done. But for the sake of being different, let me spice it. Let me spice it. I do think that they could be an upset, yeah. Because that's just how we are at United. But actually, I also just don't think we will. So it's probably gonna be an RDA jinx, and when we be sat here, when we're playing Saturday, just be like, damn, what a loss. But I'm gonna think Ronaldo, he's just too professional. All his juju, he probably went to Norway, he went to see the Sangoma, and then he got the juju again, and now he's back, and he's gonna be always at the wheel. So yeah, just for the sake of being different, I'm gonna say 2-0. Why not? Just for the sake of being different. Clean sheet, yeah.
That's
Do be proud, lads. Do be proud. Magla,
You know,
Fred.
You speak of the Champions League. I think Ole is the only manager who could probably finish 11th and then win the Champions League just to make top four, just to win the Champions League the next year.
I can see it. Yeah, but then again, like if I can't be a hypocrite, if Oli won the Champions League, I'm there. Oli for 3 years, give him the contract. But yeah, it's tough. It's tough. He's not gonna win the Champions League anyways. But yeah.
No.
Gentlemen, is there anything else you guys wanna say or mention that we haven't already? Whatever happened during the whole international
I
break?
don't know. Hopefully the lads have a good time. They play a good game.
Do you guys want to win this game, or it's just like nah? This is because like I think we all know that even if we lost to Watford, it's like what more do you need to sack him? But like we also know now that evidently you can lose to anyone and they won't sack him. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's the thing. They're not gonna sack him, so might as well win and like finish as high as we can. So yeah, man, I want to win this game because I love this club.
Win
and
this
I want to see
game,
them
you're
in top
gonna lose
four.
to Arsenal, Chelsea anyway. So if a new manager does come, at least you got the
Yeah.
Watford 3
At
points.
the end of the day, if we finish top four, it's better for next season when a new manager comes in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I
depressing
guess.
what that is.
I just hope that this win doesn't just suddenly bring all the Ollie sexuals out, and then Ollie's got a new contract for another
That's
5
what
years.
I want to see. Yeah, that's what I want to see how the
Something like that
fans
happens, yeah.
react if we win this game. I want to
Yeah.
see. I want to see the fakes expose themselves. Let me
This
see.
has to be a
I've
W, yeah.
noted all of them down. I've noted all of them down. I know who you are. So yeah, let's just see how it is. Because like I said, we've been here for too long now. I think we all at the point now, just like we've seen it. We've been through the trenches. And now even when I watch poor Mark on the United stand, I'm like, yeah, I know how you're feeling. I was there 2 years ago. You're like, no, they have to fire him. They have to sack him. And you just sit, you're like, yeah, wait, you just carry on. This is going to happen. Then we're going to go on a run. I want to see you because you said you're not going to be all out even if you're going on a run. Yeah, I know how you feel because we've been there for 3 years now, probably. This is our 3rd year. So, yeah, it's tough. United. On the bright side, I would recommend this to all United supporters and you guys watching this. Don't just watch United. Go watch the other games. Football is beautiful.
There's a lot of fun with
Exactly. Football is nice. If the United game is dead, you go switch to another game or just watch other games like me, anyways. But yeah, let's just see how this weekend.
Yeah, I think
goes.
Newcastle Brentford could be a lot more fun to watch. Yeah.
I think any game is more fun to watch. You could go watch a PSL game and it'll probably be more entertaining than a United game.
Palace Burnley, that could be a
Leicester
pretty
playing Chelsea.
Vieira's my boy. I'm backing.
Yeah, that's an early kickoff. It's at the same time also.
Mm.
It's Villa Brighton, Burnley Cast, Burnley Crystal
And
Palace,
especially if some of you guys don't watch other games and you only watch United, I
United.
promise if you can, just watch any other game and just feel how basic coaching is.
Don't
You can watch
even
any team and you can instantly tell they are just coached better than United already.
Yeah.
Regardless, they could be. You could watch City. Who's City playing? I don't even know who City are playing.
Everton,
Okay, that's not a good. Who's Norwich playing? Let's see. Norwich.
Southampton.
Okay, watch Norwich Southampton. Oh no, we need a big. Okay, let's just imagine if City played Norwich. this
Wolves
week.
West Ham. Go watch Wolves West Ham.
Okay,
You'll
watch
see
Wolves
some.
West Ham. You'll see even basic coaching. But my point is that if City played Norwich this weekend, Norwich will look better coached than we do when even we played City. That's how bad we are. Just pay attention to it if you can. It's light and day our team, the way our
Watch
team
Cram,
plays. to
watch
the others.
Brighton.
Like they're bottom of the table. They are bottom of the table. But I promise you now, on the coaching level, you will see that there's actually a plan and there's actually coaching compared to
Except
United.
Pirates plays better football than United.
I'm telling you, it's not hard, dude. I'm telling you. But yeah, we go again, isn't it, boys? We go again. Let's see what happens this weekend. Like I said, I don't think anything can surprise us anymore. We win, happy days. We draw. I don't know, you're bantering yourself even more. You lose, it is what it is. The season is done. So yeah, I think I'm at peace. I'm at peace now because I made peace with it. I'm like, he's a dead man walking. He's gonna get the sack eventually, whether I'm however much old, if it's another 2 years, whatever it is, he's gonna get the sack because you just can't do that. And if he doesn't, yeah, it is what it is, It is what it is. Yeah, I'm at peace with it. Probably until we lose the next 3 games and I'm fuming to sack him again. But yeah, we'll see how it is. I feel refreshed at least. But yeah, gentlemen, I think it's been a good show. Maloto, you doing a press with tomorrow?
Yeah.
Good luck, boy.
Cool. That's what it is.
Good luck. I don't want to hear what he says. I'll watch the show. I'll give you the quotes. But yeah, smash a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new. Follow all the socials. And yeah, the boys are back. We are back. And we'll check you all. Well, you'll check Maloto tomorrow. You'll check us on the weekend for the match reaction. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your evening or day wherever you are, and goodbye.